and I'm going to take a look at the Discord. And Jabs is sending me a
Letting it ride.
screenshot from the Bears Discord, and the whole team is screaming, "Let it ride."
They
You know
are
what?
hyped.
It got you 3 wins on the road. We might as well. You only made 1 change. Let it ride
Yes,
indeed.
sir. Yes, sir.
We got a stamina check here from the Kingpins. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. The ball at 100%. We got Gobisky at 87. Solberg at 26. Stroh's at 58. Pud Blizzy at 100. Bauer bottom down at 40. DePoyo's at 60. Crony is at 75. Williams is at 73. Big Yosh is at 92. That will do it for your stamina check. I'm assuming there's going to be some pitching changes because there was a bunch changed. I love the enthusiasm from the Bears Discord of just screw it, let it ride. Why
Let it
not?
ride. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DePoyo is going to set up and 6th and later. More typing. Crony to middle relief and normal. I can do that. Sarah posting, I want to die. It does suck, especially when you had a 2-0 series lead. That actually reminds me to go ahead and change that. So we started off this stream with 2 consecutive Chicago wins, both on the road in Brew City. And now Brew City takes all 3 games in Chicago. And all of a sudden it's a 3-2 series lead for Brew City. They're
Very
1 game.
convincing fashion as well,
Yes,
I
very
would like
much
to
so.
point out.
Dominating all the games.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 games were not even close. Um, yeah, now Kingpins are definitely on the back foot. They need to win 2 in a row in Brew City in order to have a chance to win the majors or the minors World Series.
We will go ahead and save. And we are in Brew City for game number 6. I wish I had some hype music that wouldn't get taken down for DMCA. But unfortunately, I can't do that. Predictions here. We got apparently a Firehawks win. Uh, that's
I'd vote on that. I'd throw my channel points away like that.
you know what? I've seen crazier things happen in the minors. Got a ping. Just want to make sure I check that out. No, it's nothing for PB. Give you guys a couple more seconds to apparently bet on if the Firehawks will win over the the Bears.
Minor
Indeed.
details. Minor details.
Who you got this game?
Uh, I'm riding with the Bears.
Riding with
Come
them?
on now. They've got me 3 in a row.
You know
So
what? I'm on that train too now.
it'll
Why not?
it'll help with the copium of my Kingpins losing the series. If I can say I predicted the winner correctly.
That's one way to look at it. I've lost a bunch of channel points tonight. That's great.
We all have ups and downs.
Yeah, I'm known for losing everything. All right, we'll go ahead and just get this going. I'm gonna take the Kingpins this game, and BennyTheJett over here will take Brew City for possibly their final game here. We are
Yeah.
in Wisconsin, Miller Park. Franzanello leading off, and Dresden is pitching for Brew City, and Franzanello is going to strike out here. And we got Eric Belmont. And what a way to say, no, 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 we're not done yet. Eric Belmont with a solo shot here in the top half of the first. 397 off the bat. And just like every game, the road team seems to be coming in with a bang. Kobe after that is going to take a walk down to first. Jeff Windsor, that's going to be a pop fly to right field, and that will be taken in for the second out. And we got Probin Crux. Probin Crux is going to slap one into left field for a single. So 2 on 2 out for Shanahan. Shanahan's going to hit one to right field. That's going to get down for a single and drive in the runner from second. And the Kingpins take a 2-0 lead here in the top half of the first. Possibly trying to keep it going here. Ray Card that slaps one into left field. That's going to bring in another run. 3-0 here for the Kingpins. Shanahan, or Ray Card with a 2-out RBI single. Now we've got Barons, who's also going to hit a single. That's going to bring in another run. And it's 4-0 here for the Kingpins before Brew City's even seen the batter's box. Copeland Jr. is finally going to strike out, but 5 hits, 4 runs for Chicago. What a way to come back from those 3 home losses.
Yeah, Kingpins bat around in the first inning to the tune of 4 runs. Brew City in an early hole. Jordan Gonzalez trying to dig out of that. Not starting out the right way, though. It's a tap out to first base. Green Wall is due up next. They're going to draw a 1-out walk. It's going to bring up Jacques Hammer. Greenwall on the move to second. They're going to be in there safely, and an error allows them to advance to third. So man in scoring position with 1 out here for Jock Hammer, who's going to strike out. Going to pitch at the knees. 2 down for Belloc Cove, who's going to hit a tapper to the pitcher on the crazy physics. They're going to leg out an infield single, and Greenwall is going to score. Costly error for the Kingpins there. Multi-man at the plate, but then Cove on the move, not even a chance. They are gunned out at second. So it remains a 4-1 ball game as we go to the second. Kingpins in front.
All right, Franzanello leading it off yet again, and it's going to be a strikeout.
Much better for Drosterson.
Yeah. Belmont, well, as you say that, just how the last inning got started, it's going to be a single from Belmont. That'll bring up Kobe Froby Kobe. That's to center field, and that one will be caught, however, for the second out. Now we've got Jeff Windsor, and that's to center field. That's going to drop down for a single. So runners on first and second now, 2 outs for Probin Crux, who's going to hit one into right field. And fortunately there for the Bears, they're not going to have another runaway inning. It's 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1, bottom of the second. 5-6-7 due up for the Bears. Multi-man is going to start it out with a bloop single just over the shortstop's head. It's going to bring up OOTP Wizard. They're going to tap to second, and it's going to be a single play. Not turning the double play is the shortstop. Drop ball at the plate is going to line one through the middle infield. That's going to leave runners on first and second with 1 down for Jackson Johns. Johns is going to strike out swinging on a sinker. It's going to bring up the 9-hitter, Javier Bolivar. He's going to hit a tapper to the shortstop for out number 3. 4-1 is still the score. Kingpins in front. We go to the third. Kingpins trying to force game 7.
Trying to force game 7 indeed. Wouldn't it be a magical moment to have it come down to a game 7? Shanahan is going to ground out and bring up Rake Hard. Rake Hard is going to hit one into left field. Left fielder barely has to move to get to that one. That's the second out. Minion Barons. Barons is going to strike out. So 1-2-3 inning there from Chicago. Bottom half of the third we go.
Yeah, top of the order due up for the Bears here. Jordan Gonzalez leading it off with a blast out into center, but he's going to get under it a little bit too much. It's caught by the center fielder. Green Wall at the plate now with 1 out. They're going to slap a baseball right into the shortstop's mitt for out number 2. Jacques Hammer is due up for number 3. They're going to generate the 3rd out via a fly ball to right field. We go to the top of the 4th. 4-1 still is the score.
Copeland Jr. having a hell of a playoff run here is going to ground out to the shortstop. That'll bring up Tony Franzanello. Franzanello is going to fly out to left center field. 2 quick outs there. That'll bring up Eric Belmont. Already 2 hits. It'll stay that way as that's going to... Oh, okay. Errant throw there by the first baseman. So both teams have an error now. Runner on first. 2 outs for Kobe Froby Kobe. That one's going to get down in left field. So that error could prove costly here. Runners on first and second now. Windsor up to bat. That's deep to left center field, and that ball is gone. It's a 3-run home run. Very costly error. That they could have been out of the inning, but instead Windsor smacks a 417-foot dinger, and that will make it a 7-1 ball game. Probin Crux is up to bat now as Gerard Slams is up. To pitch for Brew City. Going to come in, get that out into center field, but more damage has been done. It's 7-1.
You gotta be starting to worry about the bullpen if you're the Bears too. Their starter only went 3 1/3. Here is Belakov though starting the inning out with a flyout to right field. It's gonna bring up Multoid Man, who's gonna slap one through the right side of the infield for a 1 out single. OOTP Wizard is gonna get an at bat. They're gonna offer, and it's gonna be a stolen base for Multoid Man. OOTP Wizard following that up with a slapped single out into right field. Runners at the corners with 1 out now for a dropped ball. Drop ball is going to hit one to the shortstop. They're going to be gunned down at first, but a run does score. So now it's 7-2. Runner on second, 2 down for Jackson Johns. And the catcher for Brew City is going to ground out to the shortstop. Nevertheless, though, a run does come across for the Bears. They do start to chip into the lead a little bit. We go to the fifth in a 7-2 ball game.
Kingpins looking to keep taking charge in this game, and it's going to be a leadoff single there from Shanahan to start off this top half of the fifth. Going to be Rake Hard taking a walk, so now runners on first and second for Barons. Barons can hit one to third, throw to second, not a throw to first, however.
It
It's a
is a
fielder's
single play.
choice. It's a single play. Runners on the corners, Copeland Jr., and that's another
Oh, no.
error. They could have gotten out of the inning with a double play, but instead it's an errant throw that's going to cause a run to come in. There's the double play, a bit too late, however. Another run comes home for Chicago. It's 8-2, and we head to the bottom half of the fifth, halfway through this game.
Yeah, bottom of the fifth, Javier Bolivar, the 9-hitter, is leading off. They're going to do so with a single out into center field. A good start for the Bears in the bottom half of the fifth here. Top of the order is now up. Jordan Gonzalez is going to draw a 4-pitch walk. Not what you love to see if you're a Kingpin fan. It's going to bring up Greenwall, who's hitting 308 in the postseason. That is not going to up their batting average, but it will advance a runner to third. So there's going to be 1 out, runners on the corners via the tag up. Jacques Hammer now, as they're going to steal second. It's going to be Jordan Gonzalez swiping the bag. And there is a line drive through the right side of the infield. It's going to be a double, a triple for Jacques Hammer, who's going to push in 2 more runs. Suddenly it is 8-4. 1 out, runner on third. That's going to score another run. 8-5. Belloc Cove with the sacrifice ground out. Multoid Man, in a 3-run ball game with 2 outs, is going to ground out to third base. Kingpins do manage to stabilize, however, they gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the fifth. Brand new ball game, we go to the sixth.
This game is getting a bit tense here. Chicago's got to get something going because Brew City has come alive here late. It's Belmont who's going to fly out to center field. They'll bring up Kobe, and that's to left field. That'll be caught on a line for the second out. Jeff Windsor now. Windsor's going to get a ball past the second baseman for a 2-out single. Now number 5 hitter Probencrux, that's to first base. He'll just walk it over there nice and easy for the third out, stranding that runner on first base. We go to the bottom half of the sixth.
Yeah, 3-run ball game. Brew City returns to the plate, and that is going to be a single that drops right in front of the right fielder. Drop ball now at the plate is going to strike out swinging. It's going to bring up Jackson Johns with man on first and 1 down. They're going to hit a tapper to the right side of the infield and leg out an infield single. Love to see that catcher with the wheels. Javier Bolivar at the plate now is going to hit one into center. Center fielder is going to catch that though. Tagging from second to third is going to be OOTP Wizard. And then not going to be able to score the run is because Jordan Gonzalez is going to fly out to right field. I held my breath, hoping for an error if you're a Bears fan. But nevertheless, there was not one. 8-5 Kingpins in the 7th.
Shanahan is going to come in and ground out to the third baseman to lead off this top half of the 7th. Rake Hard is going to fly out to right field. Now we got minion Barons. Barons is going to hit one to the second baseman. Little bobble there and is going to be safe at first. That's going to be the 3rd error of the game for Brew City. That'll bring in Rylan Moffitt to pitch for Brew City, who's going to come in, get a little PFP action, throw to first. That will strand that runner. It is 8-5, and it's stretch time.
Yeah, bottom of the 7th, 2-3-4 due up for Brew City.
Oh,
Greenwall's going to blast one in the left. That is long gone. Not a chance that was going to stay in the park. 5 home runs in the postseason, 404-foot blast. It is a 2-run ball game. Brew City continuing to inch even a tad closer. They now have 10 hits in the game. Jacques Hammer due up, trying to make back-to-back home runs. Not going to do it. It is a single, though. Drops right in front of the right fielder. Still nobody out in the 7th here. And there is a blast into right field, going to be caught. Belakov generates the first out of the inning.
Oof.
Multoid Man is going to strike out right behind that. And then OOTP Wizard is going to get one through the right side of the infield. That's going to be extra bases. They're going to try to score a run, and they are going to score a run.
Oh
A
my
two-run
God.
seventh for the Bears makes it a one-run ball game. We have drop ball coming to the plate, tie and run at second base. That is
No
going to be
way.
a single through the
No!
right side of the infield. They held the runner at third.
No!
So now there's 2 outs, the runners at the
Oh
corners.
my
It
God.
doesn't matter. Jackson Johns is going to single in the tying run in a 3-run 7th inning. Runners still at the corners. Bears have the leading runner on third base for the bottom of the order, Javier Bolivar, who's going to draw a walk. The bases will be juiced. Pud Blizzy comes into the game and draws a walk. Gonzalez is going to ground out to second base. It is a tie ball game. We go to the 8th. That was a very stressful inning to watch if you were a Chicago Kingpin. 2 innings to see if we'll have a Game 7 or a World Series champion.
What is this game? Franzanello is going to strike out. I believe that's the sombrero for them. Belmont is going to fly into left field, and that's going to get down in front of the left fielder for a single. 1 on, 1 out for Kobe Froby Kobe. And that's into left field. Will that be caught? It will be caught. Very awkward catch there for the second out. Now Jeff Windsor is going to get one to the second baseman. Diving play, possibly saving extra bases there. And that will keep it an 8-8 ball game. This game is ridiculous.
Bottom of the 8th we go. 2,
8
3, 4
everywhere.
due up for the Bears. Greenwald is going to blast one out into center. Is that gone? No, it is not quite gone. Out number 1. Loud out though. Jacques Hammer at the plate now. He's going to line one to second for out number 2. And then Belloc Cove is due up at the plate. Belloc Cove's going to hit one into center. It's not going to be deep enough or far enough. Caught by the center fielder for out number 3. We have a 9th in a tie game, 8-8. I don't even know what to say anymore.
I don't either. We're just going to sit back and watch what happens. Probin Crux is going to hit one to the left field. That's out number 1 here for the 9th inning. Shanahan, that's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman, and that's going to be the second out. Now we got Rake Hard. Got to get a run here. That's going to be a single to center field. And now we got Barons up, and that's going to be a walk. So runners on first and second here. Hot hitter Jim Copeland Jr. comes in. Buzz Lightyear pitching to him. That's to center field, and that's not going to be deep enough. Stranding both of those runners on first and second. Final chance here for Brew City. Can they walk it off?
Strike 3 for Multoid Man to start the 9th inning out. I held my breath there. OOTP Wizard with a 1 out at the plate. He's going to strike out as well. Pud Blizzy starting to deal now. Drop ball with 2 outs. They need a run or we will have extra baseball.
Oh
There
my
is
God.
striking out the side. We're going to have extra baseball in game 6. It's win or go home for the Kingpins.
Okay.
Into the 10th we go.
Free baseball. Tony Franzanello. He's going to hit one into the right center gap. That's going to get down for extra bases. It's going to be a leadoff double from Tony Franzanello. 0 for 5 in the ball game. Makes it 1 for 6. And possibly the biggest moment. Belmont is going to strike out, but that does move Tony over to third. Kobe Froby Kobe. That's down. It's going to drop and get the runner in from third. It's an RBI single from Kobe Froby Kobe. Kingpins take the lead 9-8. After that, Windsor is going to take a walk. It's runners on first and second now. Still only 1 out for Probin Crux, who's also going to walk. And the bases
There's
are
need a double
loaded.
play right here.
Shanahan is going to ground to third. A throw goes to home, and he's safe at
Oh,
first.
wow.
Bases still loaded. 2 outs for Rake Hard, who's going to hit one hard to left field, and it's going to be a sliding catch to end this inning. That could have been much more deadly, but the Kingpins still take the lead. What can Brew City do?
Bears need a run to keep playing, 2 to walk it off. 8-9-1 due up. There is Jackson Johns with a single through the middle infield to start the inning out. That is your tying run, ladies and gentlemen. Javier Bolivar trying to advance him with nobody out here. Bolivar is going to draw a walk. There are 2 men on, no men down. Mason Williams into the ball game. Top of the order due up. Jordan Gonzalez is going to hit a nobody out. Bases are juiced with nobody out. for the Bears, looking to do some real damage. There's Greenwall going to fly out to center,
Oh,
not advancing the runner. So one down, double play would end the game for the Kingpins.
oh,
There's strikeout for out number 2. Jacques Hammer is going to strike out. That is Bella Cove now with everything to do. They are going to ground out
no
to second
way.
base and end the ball game. The Bears strand, bases loaded with no outs. We are going to go to game 7, ladies and gentlemen. Kingpins win in 10 innings, 9-8. They had 15 hits in the game and were still out hit. The probability is all over. I have nothing left to say. That was the craziest game I've ever watched.
Brew City came up in the bottom half of the 10th and had bases loaded, no outs, and could not tie the game.
Wow.
I There's no words. I Okay. So that's the end of
Uh,
game 6. You can't do
there's
much better than
no
that.
there is no bullpen for either team in this as
Nope.
well.
Nope.
The Bears pulled their starter after 3.1 innings, and this game went 10 innings.
Yeah, so lots of offense all around here. 3 hits, 3 RBIs from Windsor.
Wow.
Uh, wow. Yeah, I'm like out of breath here. This this is ridiculous. All right, yeah, pitching. Lots of pitching being used here. DePoyo gets a blown save. Blizzy gets a W. Williams a save. Lightyear gets the heartbreaking loss there. Jeff Windsor's your player of the game. And oh, wow. I
I'm at a loss for words. This has been one of the craziest series I've ever witnessed.
All right,
There has
well,
still to be a home team to win a game.
we're gonna go ahead and save because we don't want to lose that. All right, finish today,
This
and
is it.
boys and girls,
This is the Miners World Series right here.
this is it.
This is it.
All right, so we got a stamina check for Chicago. We'll go ahead and do that. It's not going to look great. The ball at 4%. That's the wrong arrow. Goat Bisky is back up at 98. Sahlberg is at 58. Stroh's at 100. And I believe your game 1 starter as well. Or your game 7 starter. Pud Blizzy's at 28. Bauer Bottom back to 67. DePoyo is exhausted at 24. And 92 is for Crony. And 56 for Williams. And finally, Big Yosh at 28. So a lot of tired arms
Wow.
there for Chicago. But they did get the dub, so I mean, can't argue with that one.
Yeah.
I've got some typing from the Bears. We do have an ad everyone for Game 7.
The Bears won a stamp check.
The Bears want a stamina check as well. Brew City pitching.